Hey there, YouTube fans. How you going there? I'm up in the top left-hand corner there. I'll wave to you. See that wave? Okay, I found this information that's really, I think, really helpful. So if you're going in Australia, and this is not legal advice, by the way, this is just for educational purposes. If you're trying to claim for a total permanent disability, and you've had some work attempts to work and you've failed, it can actually go in your favor. So let's read this article by Turner Freeman, some lawyers. I'm pretty sure they're lawyers. I'll post the link in the description. So, work capacity and failed attempts to return to work. When a person is seriously injured or ill and has to cease work, the number one goal for the injured person and the medical team is usually getting back to work. Now, I found that when I had cancer, the oncologists, tried to say that I was ready for work, and I kept on saying, no, I'm not. I'm still very ill. If you cannot return to your usual occupation, then alternatives will be considered and tried. When an insurance claim for total permanent disability benefits is made, the focus is often on the date last worked. So does a failed attempt to return to work alter that date last worked? It can legitimately be argued that it does not. So the date last worked. An example of this includes where you only return on restricted hours or light duties due to the illness or injury. If you get work with a host employer arranged by an insurer or some other sympathetic employer, such as a friend or family member, then it's likely your attempt to return to work can be ignored for TPD purposes. That's total permanent disability. Other examples of where you may be able to discount or ignore return to work are if you have not been able to carry out the full extent of your duties required of the role due to the ongoing effect of injury or illness, or you had time off due to the injury, can only do the duties with increased pain medication, and after work you are incapacitated for non-work activities and need to rest. Yeah, so I can relate to that. You try, you might be able to just get through your day or reduced hours, and then when you get home you can't do anything but lay in bed. That's not a life. That is TPD. Ultimately, what counts is if you struggle to complete and ultimately do not succeed in your attempt to return to work due to the same injury or illness you're claiming for. In those circumstances, chances are you can ignore that return to work for insurance purposes. Things to consider. If you're considering making a TPD claim, this should not deter you from attempting a return to some form of work if you can. Well, I would take legal advice on that. Often a return to work trial that fails can be used as the best evidence of your capacity or incapacity for work. Quite often, insurers and independent doctors engaged by insurers will speculate that if someone has not attempted a return to work, that they may be able to. So they may be able to work if you haven't already tried. This can make a TPD claim difficult to succeed. Where an attempt has been made but failed, then this avenue of speculation is taken away from the insurer. So there's a ad here for Turner Freeman. So that's TPD claims and insurance terms which govern them can be complex. If you'd like a free obligation review of your circumstances, then there's a 1-300 number, which would be fair enough because I'm using their information. So you could always call them, I guess. So I hope this helps. Just a little bit of information. Return to work isn't the end of the story with a TPD claim, allegedly. Get your own legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. But that's nice to know that, if it's a long time and you tried to work and you just could not handle it for whatever reason with your illness, that's good to know that it doesn't go against you. It may actually go in your favor. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Teach Your Sal Out. I'll try to leave the link there in the description. God bless. Teach Your Sal Out. Ciao.